Hi everyone, my name is Karen. I am the creator of Plata Outdoor Chalkboards, and I wanted to make a quick video for you today showing you how to use the magnetic stencils, how to clean the ink from the boards, and how to start the markers. So what I'm going to be showing you on today is our wreath chalkboard. We have an oval chalkboard and our large 58-inch porch chalkboard. So let's see, this is how you would receive the wreath chalkboard. And inside this kit, right here, you would receive, this is everything that would be in the kit, 6 of our chalk paint markers, 2 packs of alphabets of magnetic stencils. We have the large capital letters and the cursive lowercase letters, an instruction guide, and our alignment guides to help you keep your letters straight, and of course the chalkboard. And this wreath chalkboard here, you can see on the back, has these 2 toggles on the cord. So your cord can become longer or shorter depending on the size of your wreath. And then it also comes with a piece of chalk here. So if you wanted to kind of give your chalkboard that authentic chalkboard look, you can use that. Okay, so these are our markers. They are waterproof, but they are erasable with vinegar and a magic eraser, or with a little bit of nail polish remover. So let me show you how you get it started. So with the cap on, you want to give it a good shake. And then you're going to take and keep depressing the nib kind of up and down until you can start seeing the ink starting to flow right there. All right, so I've got my pen started. And these are our alignment guides. And I developed these to make sure that the letters were nice and straight. And what you do with these is we have these little end parts. They go right on the end. And then this center guide can go anywhere. Usually, if you put it right here, it lines up perfectly so that when you put down the letters, they're in the middle of the board. Let's see, get that nice and straight. And instead of opening these letters, I'm going to show you what I do. I take and I put after I get my letters, I put them on an old cookie sheet, and I just keep them there so that I can always keep them in alphabetical order. And once I'm done with them, I just put them right back, and it kind of keeps them nice and neat and organized. So here, I was just going to do a quick sign that says I have this B stencil, and this one comes with our 12-pack of markers. So I was going to do a sign that just says be creative, just for you guys. And so I'm going to put it down. Here is the center right there. So I'll line up my B just like that. And I'll do another video. Let's see, line up mine just like that. My husband and I actually have a patent pending on these magnetic stencils. Let's see. All right, so now I'm going to put down the letters. You can see the bottom of the letters are flat, so they line up right against the guide, so you're not going all crooked. You can put out the letters kind of underneath like this, so that you can see how they're going to fall. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 letters, so we'll do 4 on each side. And then I can adjust it afterwards. That's the beauty of the magnetic stencils, is that they're so easy to move around and adjust to make sure that the design that you create is really easy. Okay, so now looking, see, I have too much space over here. So I'm going to just move everything down, see how that looks. So now I'm maybe just a tad bit over, and it'll be perfect. Great. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do now is all right. I'll do my cute little bee here first. So the best way to go about these stencils is you don't want to flood the design and have it go underneath the magnetic stencil. So what I do is I just do a light outline, and then I just fill it in just gently. You don't have to shove it. If the marker isn't dark enough for you, once it dries, you can go back and do a second layer really easily. You just have to make sure it dries. If it isn't dry, then you can mix colors really easily. If it is dry, you can layer colors, but if it's somewhere in between, it just kind of scrapes the paint off instead of blending or layering. So I got my little bee, and here's my yellow, which I was already using before. I like this yellow because it's nice and bright. So again, I'm just going to do a light outline. You don't want to shove it into the corners. You just want to do it nice and light, like that. And now let's see. We can see how this looks. Ta-da! Okay, and now I'll do the creative. So again, I'm going to do a light outline, and then just fill it in lightly. I'm hoping to develop a bunch more different fonts that you can buy as an accessory. I'm also working on just some regular nice cursive words like farmhouse and gather and blessed. So again, I'm not shoving it into the corners. I'm just kind of letting it just kind of following the outline of the magnet. There we go. And if it does bleed, I'll show you some quick tricks on how to fix it, so you don't have to erase your whole design after we take these off. There we go. All right, now I can just flick them off. And it's good to kind of use the guide as kind of something to push off against. Oops. There we go. And then I'll go back and I'll just fill in, you know, the stencil parts. There we go. And take this all off. And voila, we're done. So, all right, so let me show you what we would do if it did bleed. If you have the 12 pack of markers, you can take the black marker and let's see, I'll just erase this part of the A. So once it's dry, let's see, I want to blow on that a little bit to make sure that it's dry. You can just go over it like this. So if you had spots that did bleed through, you could just kind of touch up the edges to make sure that it's, you know, nice and neat. So that's the black marker that does come in the 12 pack. And the other thing that you can do, if you do have a mistake and you don't have the 12 pack, is I always keep Q-tips around, and if you dip the Q-tip, especially when it's nice and fresh, if you just dip the Q-tip in a little bit of your vinegar, then you can also kind of remove a little part. That wasn't quite dry yet, but you can leave a little part and just kind of clean it up so that if you do make any mistakes, you can just clean it just like that. All right, so let me show you how you would also remove the ink from the board. So I have over here, this is a very old and colorful board. You see, way back from Christmas time. And I had done this board, and the color that I have the most difficult removing is the red. But what you can do, so what I do is I'll just take regular vinegar and I just pour it right on the board. And the longer you let the vinegar sit, the easier it's going to be to remove. So I kind of just pour it right on, spread it around. And I'll let that sit for a second. I'll put a little more on. The key is to having the magic eraser, because that really does help remove it from the board. The boards are completely non-porous, so it won't leave traces of your past designs. So let me give this a minute, and then we can erase it. Okay, so I've let this sit for a little bit, and see, I'm just going to take my magic eraser and move it around, and I don't know, I always do clockwise circles like this. And I keep my paper towels handy. To take the ink off the board. This is coming right off. If you do have any problems, just add a little bit. This is nail polish remover I got at the dollar store, of course, before quarantine. But you know, you can just apply a little bit of that, and it'll take it right off as well. There we go. Wipe it all up, and once this is dry, you won't see any traces of your past design. Sometimes when you have like a painted chalkboard or a lesser quality chalkboard, once you put the design down, it's called ghosting. You'll see it forever because it seeps right into the paint and it just can't be removed. But these our chalkboards have been treated so that they won't rust outside, and they're also non-porous so that you have a nice clean slate for your next design every time. I hope that this was really helpful for everyone.